Okay, Violetta, I took a look at the 11 videos you sent me for shot and discus, so I put them all together here, and pretty much just going to point out some of the things I saw that might help you out. Right here, your hip is on top of your right toes, and your knees out past your toes. That's good, but then you kind of slide off right here. You can see how far your hip is now past your foot, and I know you're working on trying to keep that right foot turning. So you can see here you hit, and the foot kind of stops turning right here. Okay, and so yeah, the right foot's pretty far because you're stretching out trying to get close to the front of the circle. I guess I wouldn't worry so much about that as trying to keep your hip on top of this foot and rotating fast. Your left foot won't be as far toward the front as you may want. It may be back here a little bit, but that'll be better for you. You'll be able to maintain your power on top of that right foot. And right here, you extend the right leg. So you can see the heel and the foot hasn't gone totally vertical here. If the knee stays down, then that foot will become vertical, and you'll probably be able to avoid this arch in your back right here and just try to keep a straight back. Okay. Since you're doing a non-reverse, you probably want to keep that left foot on the ground and rotate around it and see how it's sliding. It's sliding back. Okay, let's take a look at the next video. You can really see the right heel drop from here when you land on the toes, and then the right here really drops down. Okay, going back to that first video, you're rotating that right foot and landing almost back to 12, but you're keeping your left foot's a little behind. What I like to see is both knees facing the same direction. Like right here, you'll see both knees are pretty much facing the throwing direction. So as you start to turn, bring that foot around, keep that the knee, both knees facing the same way, and you'll get that left foot down faster. See when the right foot lands right here, the right toes, the left foot is way back here still. You catch it up in the next frame, but it'll just make it a faster left foot block for you. Okay. All right. Let's go to the third one after this. You're really shifted over here. That's good. Your armpit past the foot. So you're really setting up a really good left side axis there. Got really good separation. The discus is up high. Hips are facing the camera. Your chest is facing out here to 3. It looks really good. But unless you keep turning that foot, see how it kind of stops right here? Unless you keep turning it, the upper body is going to catch up and you're going to lose your separation. This looks good here. Usually the discus is here at 3 o'clock. I like to see that left heel also at 3. Your feet are pretty close in line here. I'd like to see the left toe more in line with the heel, the right heel here. So the left foot to the left a little bit. But when the feet are this close together, a lot of times I'll see the discus fly off to the right. You did that on the this one right here. The discus took off, but it looks like your feet were okay here. You see the discus fly way to the right. That'll happen if your feet are too close together or this left foot's actually too far to the right. Your hips won't be able to get around and the discus will take off to the right. I don't see that happening out of this throw though. Here again you can see the right foot here it's a little more vertical, so your knee must be down. That's good. You see this arch in your back here though. Okay, I know we've talked about that before. Try to keep that straight. All right, let's go to the next one. In the shot put, you tend to drop this left shoulder. In the discus, you keep it a little more level here. I was going to say try to keep it level in the shot put too. Right here you see the left foot fully extend. Try to keep that left knee down low so you drive across the circle. So you won't try to feel like you have to reach more to get across the circle with that left foot. And then that'll keep you more on top of the right foot. Okay, you get off really good. This foot gets off the ground. You're in the air right here with both feet. The right foot's starting to turn, so the right foot's and the knee are facing 3 o'clock now, but the left knee is facing 12. So right here, this looks a little bit better. It's still your right knee is facing about 2 o'clock, and your left knee is facing here about 4 o'clock, so that the left foot's just a little bit behind. You really bring that discus up high. I like that. Good orbit. Okay, you see how long it takes the left foot to land. Try to rotate it and get it down quickly. You can see it's a long delay. Faster you can get that left foot down, the better. Okay, here you can see again the right hip is off the foot. That could be part of the delay, is trying to get that left foot out toward the front. So instead of just dropping it down here, stretching it out, which is going to cause some delay with that left foot block. You got great separation here. I'd like to see this left knee, the hip, the foot out toward the throwing direction more rather than facing the camera here. Okay, you just saw that shift right here. Watch your left hip, you'll see it shift forward. Okay, you want to try, as you bring that heel down, that left heel, you want to try to block that leg and don't let it move, especially the hips. You see how the hip shifted again? Okay, you want to lock that power in. Looks good here. Once you start straightening that leg, that left hip stops moving, so the right hip and right leg can rotate around it. Okay, you can see here again the foot is not totally vertical. Right leg is extending rather than keeping that knee down. And you can see the arch in the back. Okay, let's look at the next one. Good drop of the knee, but then you let the leg extend back up, which is going to shorten your distance across the circle. Okay, there you've got the foot landing at 12 again. The left foot's way back here still. So just try to get the, you're trying to turn the hips and the feet and the knees together so they turn quickly. Okay. This time the foot's not as close to the front, but you can see now your right hip is more on top of the foot. So this looks a lot better. It's easier to rotate that way when you have the hip on top. Okay, extend the left leg. Okay, again, keep the right knee down. Try to get this heel and the foot totally vertical. That'll bring that knee down. And you want to try to, from this left foot through your head, you want to keep a straight line rather than arching your upper back there. All right, let's go to the next one. Shot put. Shot put looks really good. I saw this one and I really didn't have too much to comment, except the same thing with the feet. You can see here the left is a little bit behind again, as the right lands almost about 1 o'clock here. Really good separation here. Fantastic. And the left foot's in the right position. when your hips are facing 12, you want that left foot out there at 6. Now watch what happens. You get kind of tangled up here because that right foot doesn't keep turning. See how it kind of stops? And the lower body keeps moving around. Okay. Right here, you probably don't want to have that angle of your upper body to the left. Try to keep it at least vertical as much as you can. That's coming out of here. That could be because the see the left knee and left foot are facing off this way. Maybe try to face them, maybe not have that left foot parallel with the toe board, but have that foot angled out more toward the throwing direction. That might take care of that body angle. It's good. In this case, it looks like the right foot is a lot more vertical. That right knee you can see is the bent as you follow through and go around the left. Okay, let's look at the next one. You can see here how the left shoulder is down. I would try to keep those level. Okay, good. You're bending the right leg as it turns. Good angle. Nice high right elbow. Good separation here. Again, try to prevent that left hip shifting to the front. You did a really good job here actually in this one. There's only one frame where it looked like it moved right here, just as the heel was coming down, but then you locked it in. And it's good. The heel's almost, the foot's almost vertical here, the heel up, knees bent. You're almost a vertical position here though, so you want to create that angle to throw upward by having your body leaning back a little bit, because you want to be throwing with your chest muscles rather than having your body facing forward horizontally, then your arm trying to go up at the that angle about 40 degrees. You see that it ends up with a flat release here. It's not very high, the angle release. Okay. So as you come out of here and rotate upward, try to maintain that bend and angle back of your body. Okay. Here you can really see the that twisted motion I was talking about when the right foot doesn't turn. Okay, so your right foot's going to stay here at 12 o'clock, but your lower body's going to come around. Okay, and again, it looks like the left foot should be open maybe a little more to the front, because that knee's kind of blocking you off a little bit here. That way you can block faster rather than having to rotate the left to the front and then extend it. Here I think we see again the angle here from your head down your spine, a little bit to the left. Good. Right knee bent again. This all looks really good. Yeah, here we have even more of a bend to the left. Overall pretty good. Alright, take a look at another shot from the 9 o'clock. Again, the shoulders are dipped down. Well, the right heel never touches the ground. It drops a little bit as it normally will. Yeah, you can see here when the left toes land, this left knee is facing the camera. So try to have that open a little bit more. That'll open your hips more to the front, give you more separation. This is really good though. I mean, the way you're probably landing this way because it's more comfortable to keep your shoulders back to 12. Because if you open this up more, then it's going to create more stretch. But if you practice it, you'll be able to do it. Landing with that left knee open more to the front. You can see here your body's vertical again. I think if you land with that the left hip, knee, and foot more open to the front rather than parallel with the toe board, I think you'll be able to block this left leg right here rather than rotating it. You'll be able to extend it sooner, and that'll help keep the angle backward, I think. All right. That's all I had. So if you get any more videos, be sure to send them to me. I'll take a look for you. All right. Thanks.